Hi everyone, this is Shar coming to you guys from Hawaii. How are you guys today? If you guys are blessed that God woke you up today, go ahead and put blessed in the comments, and can I get an amen? So, have you recently found your purpose in life, and your purpose in life is a light worker? Well, today I want to talk about light worker number 2, and they are light workers as a transmuter or a transformer. Now you're probably wondering, what does a light worker, a transmuter, or a transformer do, right? Well, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to explain to you what they do. Now there are 12 different types of light workers, and what I mean is there are 12 different light worker paths. A lot of us can be in the forefront like this doing videos to inspire, motivate, and shine your light. And a lot of us can be in behind the scenes and still shine our light. So it doesn't matter where you are, your job. If you love your job, you can still be a light worker and shine your light there. But today I want to talk about transmuters and transformers. Now this one I really resonate with because I as well have overcame a lot from my childhood. So a transmuter or a transformer is a person that takes it upon themselves to take risk and be the first person to start a business, or first person to go beyond like a door. Meaning, let's put it this way. Have you ever desired to do something but you were afraid because of the negativity or the darkness that was in there? Well, that's what a transformer or a transmuter does. They stop negative patterns and they change darkness into light. So they step forward, take risk, basically kind of open the door for the next generation behind them, kind of paving the way. Another thing that a transmuter or transformer does is they ascend here to change their ancestral history line. So if you are like me and you grew up in a negative household to where you were abused, neglected, let's put it this way, how I grew up. Okay, so I grew up in a household where, if I'm not sure if a lot of you had siblings, but your siblings could do no wrong. Well, I had that, where I would get dirty lickings, or I would be the one that would take their fault, right? They were perfect in my mom's eyes, and I was the one that did all the wrong, right? So that's kind of like a negative. You were abused as a child, you know. I've been there. I resonate with that. I also lived in a household where my mom drank a lot, had people over and partied a lot. You know, there was parties every single day. And I had uncles, I had cousins, I had where my mom had her husband and her boyfriend living in the same house. There was drugs, there was alcohol. It was just not a positive environment for a child growing up. But see, us as transmuters or transformers ascending into those kind of households, that's what we were meant to do. And that's why we were born there, because we are the history makers. We are the course changers. Now I know this all too well, because when I look back in my life, and at the time before I did all this mindset changes and development and healing myself and working on myself, I thought it was the end of the world. I thought that because I grew up in that environment, and I had to be that way. I had to be like my mom and raise my children like that. But that's not true. You know, as I went on my own, and see, you always got to be listening to your intuition, because that's how you also know that your path is different from where you came from. Your intuition will play a big part in one's life, you know. And you know, a lot of time when I wanted to follow you know, the way I was raised, the way I was raised, or what I remember how my mom, you know, doing to me and stuff. You know, I would think that I would have to do this to my children or this and that. But my intuition said, no, there's a better way, there's a better path. And, you know, I thank God that I listened to my intuition, because my intuition did lead me to where I am now, to where I'm sitting right now, guys. So if you feel that you came from that kind of environment and there's no hope, there's hope. You know, I'm sitting in a house that God blessed us with 7 years ago. You know, and to be honestly blunt, I am actually and humble, to be honestly humble and not bragging, but giving God all the praise, right? Because that's what it is. It's Him. He is the reason. He is the reason that, you know, I'm living this blessed life, that I found my purpose, and I am here to inspire others. But I am the first in my family. Okay, I'm coming from a humble place. I'm the first in my family ancestral line to buy a house. And like I said, I'm not here to brag about it, but that is an example of, even though you came from that negativity, you came from that history, right? Because that's what it is. It's history. Now you have to be the light worker, transmuters or transformers that change the path, you know. And the reason why I did it is because I knew there was, one, I knew there was more. Two, I didn't want to live like that. It wasn't a good feeling, you know. So I took steps and actions, you know, to change that, you know. And sometimes you have to stay away from your mom or your dad or uncles or aunties, you know. Sometimes you have to shut them out of your life, especially if you want change to happen. You have to do what you have to do. You're the one that creates your life. You know, like how they say in the Bible, it says God gives us free will. Well, that's an example of the free will. God gives us free will to follow where we came from and carry on that ancestral curse, or however you want to call it, okay? Or we can have free will and change that curse and turn it into a blessing and be the hero that you're meant to be, right? That's right. You're the heroes, you know. And I want to tell you, you're the heroes to step out in faith and believe that there is a way to change that, you know. The way and I didn't do it only for myself. I did it for my children and the next generations, because once I started developing and studying and learning that it's not about me and it's about others, it's about you. I'm here to help you, to give you hope and inspire you, like I said, that you are the only one that can change that course for your ancestral line. So that's basically what a transmuter or a transformer does. You know, they stop the negative patterns and turn it into positive. So I hope this video resonated with you. So if you want to share it, or if you think someone would want to watch it, by all means. So you guys have a blessed day. So stay blessed, have faith, and keep moving forward, guys. Aloha.